Hi, this is the E-mini trading professor. Uh, like you to take note of our new URL. It's at http://www.learntotradeandinvest.com. We have a great course that's very affordably priced, and I encourage you to look it over. Looking at today's action, this is 4/22/2010. Here's today's chart. I was trading the ES chart today. It wasn't a real wild day, to be honest with you. There was some good action as the day went on. As you can see, I hate trading at 8:30 in the morning. I'm just categorically against it. But we had some a great buy signal, and there was a little bit of gap there from yesterday afternoon. So I figured it'd probably fill the gap. It turned out to be a great trade. You can see the trade I'm talking about is right here. And it came out pretty good. We had essentially what was a stop and reverse. I didn't play it that way. I actually exited the trade, then re-entered it. And we had a bunch of kind of choppy stuff. There were some trades in there. I just didn't really feel very good about them. And it wasn't until about 11 o'clock I got another nice buy signal. You can see I had good agreement here from the stochastic and the commodity channel index. They were one bar apart on both of them, which is, that's my criterion. They had to be within one bar. And so I went ahead and took those trades, and both were pretty good. I exited a little early. Most of the day I was just using parabolic SAR to time my exits. With the exception of the afternoon, I simply drew it. Once I saw the market was kind of on a slow grind upwards, I drew a trend line in. As long as everything stayed above the trend line, I didn't worry about it too much, and pretty much rode it to the end of the day. I didn't mark my. There were some great trades early in the morning, and I was up trading these. I don't mark them in. I probably should have, now that I think about it. But you can see there were several nice little moves here. Everything's nice and slow in the morning. It's kind of fun to trade, and this morning was really no different. I think I was up about 10 points before I even started. I saw the gap from yesterday, and I figured it would fill. So I took that trade, and off we went. There was really only 3 trades. One trade lasted the entire afternoon. As a matter of fact, at one point I was watching Andy Griffith, and just kind of keeping an eye on. So long as it stayed above the trend line, I was happy. So I rode that till about 3 o'clock. I finally exited just because it was getting near the end of trading. I didn't want to see any quick moves, one way or the other. Kind of a boring day, but a profitable day, and I'll take boring and profitable any time. Basically use the same system that I always use. The NYSE ticks didn't really come into play today. I tell you what, right at this point here, it was right at 1,000, so it was a pretty good fade, tick fade off that trade. That's really was my motivation for taking it. And then I just kind of sat until right before lunchtime. Odd thing too lately. We've been getting a lot of, at least some action over lunch hour, which is unusual. Most traders, take a break about that time and get a bite to eat or something, and the market really slows down. But in the last several sessions, there's been a little bit of action over the lunch hour, so I've kind of been, hanging out. And I usually don't trade over lunch hour. I kind of follow the same regimen the traders do, and make some soup or something. But been paying a little closer attention to the lunch hour lately than I have been. Basically use the same methodology I always use. You can see right here. I don't know if you've read any of my material. This is a fractal right here, which really got me, pretty much convinced there was going to be a change in market direction. There's another fractal right here, and that kind of solidified my belief there was going to be a change of direction there, along with the NYSE tick pegging. So those two trades were, pretty easy and straight in my mind. I never expected that afternoon trade just to kind of just climb the way it did. Although recently in the market, making any assumptions of any kind is a dicey business at best. So I just kind of hung in there and enjoyed it. So all in all, while it wasn't the most exciting day in the day, of my trading career, it was a nice profitable one. For once, I didn't have any losing trades. You'll see as time goes on, I always show my losing trades, and I usually make fun of myself because usually when I have a losing trade, I've done something retarded. Today, I managed to keep my wits about me, and off we went. The one thing here is I was tempted to bail out right here. You can see this thing closed above the Bollinger Bands. And usually, when you get a close outside the Bollinger Band, you can almost always count on a little bit of reversal. And there was a little bit of one, but it really didn't amount to anything. Didn't ever cross the center line of the Bollinger Band. So I just kind of stayed unconcerned about it. And that proved to be a fairly wise decision. And off we went. I wish they were all this easy. It's very seldom that the market obliges there. Although I would point out I did miss a few trades in here, and that's just because, as you can see, there's a lot of all kind of indifferent signals down along the bottom. Nothing clear, even though the market was moving very nicely and the stochastic was showing trades galore. The CCI really didn't reflect that, and so I just kind of took a pass on them. That's just the way it is sometimes, and I'd rather err on the side of safety than go jumping into trades where I'm guessing more than really using any methodology. Again, the name of the course is the E-mini Trading Professor. It's at http://www.learntotradeandinvest.com. You can learn to trade just using very common sense technique. We use a combination of price action, some oscillators, and then some indicators directly off the New York Stock Exchange. Again, my name is D. Adams. Hope that helps. I hope you have a good day.